right, man. Let's talk. Apparently, Detroit Pistons. Joe Dumars, ex-Piston, general manager, ex-Piston, basketball player, champion. He has, allegedly been, been named the next Pelicans basketball operations, running the Pelicans franchise. He's pretty much been a dean of student for the NBA, handing down suspensions to players. And then, a lot of Piston, one of the things they said that he was ordered to trade Zion Williamson. A lot of Piston fans talking about what about Zion to Detroit. Let's talk about that. Joe Dumars to send him here. Check out Detroit Piston Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. As far as Joe D back in the game, cool. He was a two-time champion with the Pistons in the bad boy era. Finished his career with the Pistons. Had a sour relationship with Tom Gores because he fired him. He came in and cleaned house, so he was sour about that. So they have a strained relationship. I mean, when somebody come in, they want it their way. Look at the Suns owner. He came in and he wanted everything his way. He messed up everything the Suns got going on. Told James Jones to do this, that, and the third. Give me a big three. We got to win a championship, and it didn't work. I don't think Joe. I don't know the integral parts or if words was exchanged or how he felt a certain type of way towards the organization. He don't come back for none of the anniversary celebrations. I mean, he's got to been through been to the organization so long, and there's kind of talks that that Tom Gores don't pay enough homage to the people that came before him. That's a huge thing that's being spoke on, that he doesn't pay the homage to the people that came before, the people that built the organization. But honestly, good for him. I mean, the most memorable thing he always been remembered for is not taking Darko over Melo or Bosh or Wade. That's the one thing that when people say his name, that's one of the first things that stick out. Not he was NBA Finals MVP, not, he spent his whole career with the Pistons, not that he won a championship as a player, and as, an executive. It's just, that's the thing that stands out, especially with Carmelo Anthony going to the Hall of Fame this year. And then you continue to look at some of the other decisions that he made. He tried to recreate what he did with Chauncey and them, and Ben with Villanueva, Ben Gordon. It didn't work. And obviously, his lack of longevity with the Pistons and the drought we had is going to be always tied to Darko Milicic. It's always going to be tied to him. Had he took Melo, who knows what would have happened. Now, the Pistons started to fade away. You got somebody to build around. He didn't do it. Also not wanting to give Ben Wallace a couple more $1 million that changed Ben's career, that changed the franchise career. So there are some things. I don't know if that was a Joe Dumars decision. I don't know if that was an ownership decision. Mr. Davidson, don't know. So there's history there where a lot of people feel a certain type of way about that. But I mean, he's been the gold standard for the Pistons organization. Hopefully they can figure it out. Honestly, hopefully they can figure it out. And they can come back together and do some things. But, he deserves a second chance. I just think he really caught lightning in the bottle. Looking at the bunch of draft picks he missed on, I mean, it's really, honestly, to me, his ability to scout talent, I just feel like it's up in the air, bro. I really think, just from a personal standpoint of view, I think he got lucky with Chauncey and them dudes. I think he really got lucky. I think legit he got lucky because a lot of the guys that didn't he draft Mateen Cleaves and some of the misses they had, man, like you shouldn't be like even when you got something that's easy with Melo, Bosh or Wade over Darko. He missed a shoe in. He missed a wide open touchdown from the 2. Fumbled the ball, didn't even throw it, fumbled that boy. So To be honest, I think there's some questions about how good of an executive he is. The Pelicans hoping that he gonna come in and do a great job. I think that nigga got lucky. Cause I mean they've been missing on draft picks for years. When he was here, when he left, you know, had he had hit on some of them draft, that's why the Spurs had more longevity than us. They hit late on Tony Parker. They hit late on Manu Ginobili. You know, they was finding guys, you know, willing and dealing for Kawhi in the draft. So if the Pelicans think that, you know, Joe Dumars going to be the answer, I don't know. Maybe he learned a lot sitting in the NBA office. But, boy, he made some bad decisions. That nigga got lucky. I'll say that again and again. He got lucky. And a lot of people ain't going to share, they ain't going to agree with you, but the proof's in the pudding. But as far as trading Zion here, I mean, Detroit is a foodie town. A lot of people don't know that. This nigga gonna be at Lashish. He gonna be at the Pantheon. A lot of y'all titties and strip club ninjas, man. I don't get it. To me, nah. Strip club ain't my vibe, bro. That shit just nasty. I don't want no coochie juice, no titty juice around my food. I don't want you popping. No, it's just nasty. Y'all be buying coochie in there too. No, thank you. No, thank you. I'm not a strip club type of guy. No, thank you. You drag me to a strip club, I'm going to be unhappy, uncomfortable. And they going to be in a strip club, knocking up strippers, all types of shit. Lamb chops every day, shrimp. They going to be at every food truck. Nigga going to be on Sexy Steak, London Chop House. Nigga going to be at Beanie Hanna's buying out everything. Can't trust them. And then, you know, everybody talk about Zion, you know, coming here and, you know, now they got a little bit of shooting, right? Everybody talk about Zion. This nigga still can't shoot. Not only does he not stay available, his game has not evolved. Not only has he not developed, his game has not evolved. He don't have a 10 to 15 foot jumper. He don't have a variety of post moves. He can't shoot the ball. It's just him driving. And that might be another reason why he's physically the way he is predicated too much on athletic ability. He really not that skilled. Yeah, he can handle it, but he really ain't got no jump shooting game. And is he a defensive liability? Me personally, unless they giving him away for the full nigga free F-R-E in my gorilla voice, unless they giving away for the frisky, I'm not paying shit for that motherfucker. Nigga, I'll give you Bobby Killer Man, what he say, in a 6th round pick. That's it. I'm not giving up nothing of validity for Zion Williamson. Alright, come on. I wouldn't even give you a pair of Steph Curry's for that ninja, bro. But hey, that's me personally. Check out Detroit Piston Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the link in the description. Follow me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Amazon, Kick, Twitch, whatever's in the link tree. First thing in the description. Peace.